Hey there, everyone. Says we're live. I'm trying to find it on YouTube. I don't know if it's working or not. So we're hoping it's working. It says I'm live. Yeah, we're live on YouTube. I wanted to cover some topics or some things tonight on new DMs and some advice for them. And basically, it's off of some stuff I've seen on YouTube and on Facebook. New DMs are afraid of certain things, and I want to reassure them not to be. And I want to tell them, first of all, don't be afraid to say no. If the characters want to do something that's going to totally disrupt the mission or the campaign, don't be afraid to say no. If it's going to destroy your campaign or destroy your whatever it is you've worked out, don't be afraid to say no. If they have something that's so overpowering that it's just crazy, don't be afraid to say no. And or if they're doing stuff that's totally against their alignment or against their characters, don't be afraid to say no. On the other hand, if they're doing something crazy and off the wall and you think it'll add to the storyline, don't be afraid to say yes. If they want to try something that's totally different and something that goes against all sense of rational judgment on your part, don't be afraid to say yes if you think it's going to add to the storyline. If they have a spell they want to try and in hopes of defeating the bad guy or changing something about him and you think it'll add to the game, don't be afraid to say yes, of course. And for any DM, um, if you haven't started as a player and you're starting new as a DM because you got a bunch of new players and you all wanted to play together, that's fine. But do yourself a favor, get a DMG, get a player's guide, go through it, read it. You don't have to read cover to cover, but go through and catch the highlights, read some of the rules, and learn the rules. Now you say, well, do I need to know all the rules? No, you don't need to know all the rules. You need to know where to find them in the book. And I believe Gary Gygax put in the first edition first edition DMG and player's book that the rules are a guideline. So don't be afraid to bend the rules or, whatever. But the idea is to have fun with the game. So learn some of the rules, learn how to play the game. You know, don't come, don't go be a fresh GM and with fresh players and come out and expect to have a Matt Mercer kind of a game. And Critical Role, they're fabulous people. They're great actors, and that's why they have such great games. But don't expect that, your first time out. So, but learn the rules. The other thing you need to learn is your players. You need to learn what they want, how they like to play, what they want to do, where they think they want to go, and learn how to play off of them. And basically, what you want to do is if you have someone that's playing a lawful good paladin, you you need to get the other player characters on board with that, or figure out how to do things on the sly without him knowing. So, like I said, you got to know your characters, so or your players. So you learn your players and you learn what their characters are. You learn how they play their characters. You'll be much better off. So you got to learn the rules, learn your players, and remember to always have fun. That's the whole game is based on having fun. That's the only thing you're there for, is to have fun. So go out, have a good game, have fun, and don't be afraid to learn on the fly. Don't be afraid to change things up on the fly either. That's one thing I've done over the years as a DM, is you expect them to do A or B and they do C. You have to figure out what you're going to do to counteract that, or what's going to happen because of that. Players sometimes do off the wall things, and you got to learn how to deal with it on the fly. So don't be afraid to deal with things on the fly, and to remember just to have fun with it. You know, the DM, you know, the idea of having fun is not just for the players, it's for the DM too. So if you're not having fun with it, then something's a little wrong there. I think anyway. That's my opinion. But I think the DM should be having fun along with the players. The players should definitely be having fun. So, but the whole game is about having fun. So go out, have fun, play D&D, and like I said, learn the rules, learn your players. Don't be afraid to say yes. Don't be afraid to say no when you need to. So, like I said, you got to learn when to do these things, and that's all there is to it. It's it's not something that's going to happen overnight. It's going to take some trial and error, and it's going to take some time. But eventually, you'll be a seasoned DM, and you and your players will be having fun at the gaming table. So, but I have one watching, and nothing in the side chat. So, but thanks for watching, whoever you are, and I just wanted to throw those things out there for new DMs. Like I said, it's something that those are just some ideas I have. They're no set rules or anything. It's just my thoughts, my opinions. But that's what I got for you. And with that, I'm going to say good night and have a good game.